is Kabaddi, a fast-moving, frenetic sport, which at first glance seems to be an adult version of tag. But in fact, Kabaddi is a highly sophisticated game in which one offensive player, called a raider, attempts to touch a defensive player, then escape safely back to his side of the court without being captured. It takes an alert mind and quick reflexes, as well as incredible footwork and body control, to be successful at this game. And amazingly, it also takes intensive yoga training, because perhaps the most astonishing aspect of Kabaddi is that each raid must be accomplished on one single breath. Throughout his maneuvers, which can take 20 to 30 seconds, the raider must be repeating over and over again,
Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi,
without taking a breath. As the national game of India, Kabaddi is also a very serious matter for the players who have a chance to earn money, fame, and a way out of grueling poverty if they can succeed at this sport. Needing no special equipment, Kabaddi is played throughout India, especially in the poorest neighborhoods. Raju has been playing Kabaddi since childhood, and now at age 32, he knows that his career may be over soon. But with a new Kabaddi season about to begin, Raju makes sure that his body is in top physical condition.
I do physical exercise to build my body up, because in this game you need strength, you need stamina, you need agility. You should not be only strong, you should look strong. That can demoralize the opponent.
It's the first day of this year's Kabaddi season, which will run from October to March. 4 of the best teams in Bombay will compete in this match, which may set the tone for the entire season. All the teams are corporate sponsored. Air India, Bombay Port Trust, Western Railway, and Mahindra all support men's, women's, and junior teams. The first game of the day is between Air India and Western Railway. Raju and the other raiders use kicks, toe touches, and quick hand thrust as they attempt to tag a defensive opponent and score a point. And they must execute rapid speed and direction changes with courage and cunning if they are to outwit the defense. For its part, the 7-man defense attempts to catch the raider using strategic leg, foot, and waist holds, thus scoring 1 point for their side. A defensive player who is tagged or a raider who is caught must leave the game until his own team scores a point and gets him back into the game. But if the raider escapes a hold while still maintaining his Kabaddi chant, he may have scored several points while making contact with the defense. At halftime, Raju's team is down 19-9.
We're giving them points.
Raju tries to rally his team back in the second half, but it's an uphill battle. With Air India's top raider Ashok out for the day with an injury, the team finally succumbs to a devastating defeat. But Raju and Air India can still redeem themselves in their final game of the day against Mahindra. Mahindra, which has won their first game against Bombay Port Trust, will be a formidable opponent. But Raju thinks his team is up for the task. And indeed, Air India, now wearing solid red jerseys, surprises everybody in the first half, making incredible tags and escaping from holds on offense, executing skillful tackles and chain catches on defense. In the end, Air India is slaughtered. The score is 43-29.
We lost the grip on the match. Our defense was a little weak. We'll try to improve in the practice sessions. And we know technically we are very strong.
And although Raju is confident that his team will come back from this early season defeat, he knows that his own days playing this game he loves may be numbered.
One day has to come and I have to quit. I'll feel sad, but I would like to serve in some other different way. I'll coach the teams, I'll officiate the tournaments in some other way. But I'll be in touch with Kabaddi only.
The athletes that play our next amazing game don't eat meat, they don't drink, smoke, dance, or even go to the movies. They are dedicated to traditional wrestling in hopes of someday becoming the best in the world.
Here in the city of Delhi, in northern India, tucked away on a back street in the old section of town, a uniquely Indian sport is being played. And without a doubt, Indian wrestling's greatest living legend is 94-year-old Guru Hanuman, whose entire life has been a testament to the power and meaning of this amazing game.
When I was a small boy, I was very weak. Other boys would make fun of me and tease me. Then I met a wise man, a Swami. He told me that I needed to become strong, like a stone. So I went to a nearby akhara to watch the wrestlers. When they heard about my troubles, they taught me to wrestle. And so eventually I did become strong.
Guru Hanuman runs a school of traditional wrestling here in Delhi, and each morning at 4 o'clock he wakes up the 30 boys who live and train here. After prayers, the boys begin their arduous daily workout, with Guru accompanying them on bicycle. And even at 94, the Guru's days are filled with energy and enterprise. For almost 50 years now, he has trained thousands of village boys to compete locally as well as prepare them for international wrestling contests around the world.
Now, if a wrestler wins who I have trained, he gives me the medals. It's a great honor, which makes me very happy. In our Hindu religion, the relationship between guru and disciple is very sacred. A disciple is like a son. I am like a father to them. I teach the boys to wrestle, and I see that they are settled in their life.
He expects his students to be dedicated and to make sacrifices. The boys aren't allowed to eat meat, smoke, drink alcohol, go to movies, or get married.
To become a wrestler, to be strong is not very important. Bullies are strong, elephants are strong. I also teach the boys respect. Just to be strong is not enough.
It may not be enough, but it helps, and one way to become strong is to eat lots of healthy food. The boys consume several pounds of fresh vegetables, almond paste, milk, and an Indian bread called chapati every day. In return for what he has to offer, Guru Hanuman demands obedience, humility, and dedication. Hard work is considered a form of worship, and each day students prepare the mud pit for their daily practice. After blessing the akhara, the boys are ready to compete. The first match is a heavyweight bout. All the participants tip the scales at well over 200 pounds. Ghulam, with the blue band, is pitted against Azad in red. According to tradition, before they wrestle, they rub dirt on each other so their bodies are less slippery. Ghulam has been waiting for this moment to prove himself.
I'm feeling really excited. I had a good practice, and I want to win the match. Ghulam is a good wrestler and will shine one day. He has devotion. Guru has taught me to respect elders, not to oppose them, and not to get married. You can only become a good wrestler if you don't marry.
For 10 relentless minutes, each man attempts to vanquish his opponent. Coach Maha Singh Rao officiates, blowing his whistle to stop play when the wrestlers go out of bounds, commit fouls, or lock up for too long. He calls out when one of the players makes a point, keeping score with his two hands. Points are scored in much the same way as American wrestling, pinning knees, elbows, and shoulders to the ground, for example. Ghulam's devotion to a rigorous practice regime has paid off. The bout is over and Ghulam is victorious. He has beaten his opponent 5-1. During the course of the day, there will be many matches of various weights and ages. The heavyweights and middleweight bouts are 10 minutes, but the younger boys wrestle for 8 minutes. The next round is a middleweight contest between Sujitman and Sandeep.
The guru has taught me not to fight with people, not to quarrel with people, and especially to always tell the truth.
What the middleweights lack in weight, they make up for in speed. From the sidelines, Ghulam offers some friendly support.
Technically, Sujitman's bouts are very good. He is very fast and very smart.
Sujitman has wrestled very well and wins the match 17-6. The whole school is eagerly awaiting the heavyweight finals between the two biggest and strongest wrestlers in the school. It's between Ghulam and Ashish. From the beginning, this is clearly a match of equals. Neither man has gotten the other onto the ground, much less score any points in the first 5 minutes of play. Sujitman is keeping an eye on time in this round. Coach Maha Singh Rao good-naturedly reminds Ghulam and Ashish that there is only a minute to go in the match. Ghulam is able to summon some deep reserve of energy and score 2 points by flipping Ashish. He wins the match and becomes the heavyweight champ. Guru Hanuman praises each student for his hard work and effort. Competition and testing themselves is part of their development, part of their training to become good men and great wrestlers.
I am building toward my goal of winning the Asian Championship. But God only knows if I will accomplish this or not. Perhaps with Guru's help, it will come true.